What's going on, everybody? We're back before this late slate kicks off. Pretty fun one. Not gonna lie. Let's see here. Interested to see how many minutes Mo plays for Phoenix. Let's see. And of course, like right at the very end, Skylar Diggins Smith has 5 assists midway through the second quarter, does not get another one for the rest of the game. That's so tilting. All right, let's see here. Bantam's still a good value off the bench. Not the best. She needs to get there on like minutes volume. Obviously, she can come in and rip some threes and stay out there. I just don't know. Like since they didn't start Carter last night, I can't imagine them starting her tonight. Like that would make no sense, especially on a back to back. I have Bantam in my lineup right now. I am leaving quite a bit of room just in case like Carter was to start. Which I mean I like that late game quite a bit anyway, just because like Phoenix runs such a tight rotation. Yep. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it is have pivots ready. If Carter was to start, she would look amazing too. Like if she was to start, she's going to be super low owned. My pivot's going to be to play her. But yeah, rebuilding 20 showdown lineup sounds awful. I will do my best. I'll do my best. I got a sneaker on FanDuel running, and then looking pretty good on Underdog as well. I just had so much Canada, and she nuked. Dangerfield. I don't mind her. Now that they added her to the pool, I don't know if they ever added her. They did. All right, cool. They did add her to Roto Grinders. Surprised they don't. What was her price? 5.5K. Not bad. I think she's a fine play. I don't think she's a must, but should play mid 20s minutes, assuming that she plays well. Always the worry with her is she struggles, and now that they have Sims as playing the backup point, if she comes out and plays better, like they could pull the plug on Dangerfield. That's the only worry with her. Of course. I didn't even think about it, or else I would have like planned it a lot better. I was just chilling in the recliner, just relaxing, and someone hit me up asking if there was a stream for the showdown or for the late slate, and I was like, no, but I guess I can. Oh man, 70x on 6 out of 6 for early game pick six. Obviously, my plays did not do well. My unders on the Indiana girls were not the way to go. See, speaking of that, I think I have my pick six is super laggy today. It's not even loading. Yeah, this slate here is pretty straightforward. Like, I mean, I'm slamming Asia, and then until I'm told otherwise, like those are the two I'm starting with. And then, like with how good Phoenix looks, like all of their starting five, even with Mo coming in to play, like I'm not expecting her to play a ton. Like Sophie played in the 2 games since the break, 34 and 35 minutes. She'll get there on volume alone. Then you got like DT played 31 and 33 minutes on a back-to-back. So she's playing huge minutes. BG didn't get their last game because of massive foul trouble. She played over 30 minutes in the first game. Nat Cloud, 30 and 38. She was in foul trouble in the first game. And you look at Ka Copper, 35 and 38. Like I have a lot of interest in pretty much all the starters on Phoenix. And then Chicago, there would be value if if we get like Carter starting, it would be trying to figure out a way to get to her. Because we all know the upside that she has. I mean, she played 17 minutes and put up 17 fantasy points. So if she starts, I'm expecting close to 30 minutes and for her to absolutely just go crazy. All right, so that is good there. Yikes. Yeah, NECA just disappeared in the second half. What was it? Was it $15 or $20 entry fee? I finished. It was $20 entry. I doubled my money. I finished in 102nd, so on Draftkings. So then we've got. I'm currently in third place on FanDuel. I don't think it'll hold, but I do have Rakia Jackson left, so. If she puts up like 25, I may have a shot at a takedown there, and then underdog's looking really good, like just because I had so much Jordan Canada. At the halfway point, I am up $290 on underdog, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, still 2 games left on underdog and 1 on FanDuel. These split slates always like. I can never get comfortable on any of the sites because I don't know which one's which. Oh, 787. Well, the good thing there's a late slate. That's why, this is the reason why I like having early or main and late and then showdowns. Like if you're having a rough lineup, there's always a showdown slate or there's always another slate. I have Asia and Talbot left on FanDuel. I don't see anything we're swapping to. Really, there's not. Unless you can get 2, unless you can get up to I don't know, Wnba and BG maybe. I don't know if that's the salary works out there. You may consider swapping to that, or really not much. You may just play Asia and hope she goes for 70 again, like she has 2 of the 3 times they played. That's nothing wrong with that at all. Dangerfield or Hayes? I lean Hayes. I just like the upside that she has. Is a back-to-back. Chelsea Gray still not fully healthy, even though she played 34 minutes here against New York. Not expecting that again on a back-to-back for her. I expect her to play 27, 28 minutes. So I lean Hayes there. I like her offensive upside. So, yeah, showdowns are a lot of fun. They're pretty high variance. I think I've cashed and profited on every WNBA slate. Obviously, this is our 4th one, so it's not like it's a super long streak, but I have not cashed any showdown slate yet, which is super weird. First of the year, that's I was crushing them, and then I went on a losing streak. It's all about the peaks and valleys with showdown. And especially in WNBA, if you get one player wrong, you're probably just dead. And you definitely don't have a shot at winning, taking down. So you need a little bit of luck, and you need your players to do what they're supposed to do. But I completely agree. I really like showdowns. I need to get back to 20 max and the $1 for the showdowns. But then I get upset when the one lineup I put in the big contest doesn't do very well, and then I take down on the $1. Let's see here. Not a lot of people are talking about Angel Reese, so I will say that. She's going to come in pretty low owned. I don't mind Lindsay. What's her price at? Like 6,700 isn't bad. My only worry with her is like she's probably capped around this like 26-minute mark. Like this is the best game you can hope for. Like this last game out against the Sparks, 26 minutes, shot 11 times. Not really expecting her to take double-digit shots, but I mean 30 fantasy points. Really, even like this game here against Phoenix when they played and got blown out, she only played 16 minutes, put up 17 fantasy points. You're really just looking for 20 fantasy points out of her. And if she gets any more than that, like it's amazing. So I don't mind her. I just think there's better plays. But I will say if we do get news that Kennedy Carter is starting, I will probably pivot to Lindsay Allen off of Bantam. So that'll be one of them that I pivot to. So I don't mind her. She's just, it's a pretty vanilla play. Like the upside with Lindsay Allen, just it's not like what other players have for upside. Let's see here. Make sure everything's locked in. Yep. I like Angel over rebounds. I mean, if she's going to do one thing, she's going to grab a shitload of rebounds. That is Angel Reese's MO. She needs to just slow down. When she gets a board, she just wants to go immediately back up with it, and she's just so rushed. BG is too cheap. Like I don't get it. I don't get the price. Let's go back to utility. Like sub 10K for BG. Obviously, like 57, like 7 stocks, not really expecting that again, like maybe 2 to 3. The peripheral stats were really high this last game, shot 10 to 12. If this game stays competitive, I could see her playing like 32 minutes again and pushing like 40 to 45 fantasy points and absolutely smashing her sub 10K price point. Yep, that's my thing, but they played that back-to-back and ran the starters into the ground. Like Mac's gonna play off the bench like 10 to 12 minutes. Herbert Harrigan's gonna play 10 to 12 minutes. They don't want to play Sutton. Like she's bad. She may get one rotation, 4 to 6 minutes. Then they're probably gonna play like Mo Billings like 10 minutes and just rotate like have Nat Cloud be the point, DT run the point a little bit, even Clea Copper, and like I just think they're gonna phase Sug Sutton out. Yeah, I usually like her points and rebounds, but here lately, rebounds are all I want with her. Wnba or Nurse, Wnba for me. I just don't trust Kia Nurse at all. I just can't. And at 5K, like the games she gets there, 16 real life points, 21 fantasy points. That's how she gets there, is when she shoots the ball well, because her peripheral stats are just non-existent. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Like she's just not going to get any peripheral stats here. She got 2 steals. Like I can't go that way. Like Wnba is going to play more minutes. She's typically going to shoot some threes, and she can get you some peripheral stats. So she's not a great play either, but I would prefer her over Nurse. Favorite value in the 4K range, absolutely Rachel Bantam. If she starts, I want to preface that. Like she has to start. If she's not starting, it would be like Wnba. I do kind of like Uru, but the worry with that is she's the early game. If you miss out on her and Bantam doesn't start, you better have salary to get up to Wnba, or just have a bunch of plays from that late game where you can make some pivots. So, yeah, she needs to work on that. That's what's just severely holding her back. Sophie Dangerfield or DT Bantam. Man, if I knew Bantam was starting, it would absolutely be the DT Bantam side. Upside is DT Bantam, but like if you're looking for safety, Sophie Dangerfield is the play. Just because like Sophie's going to play low to mid 30s minutes, and Dangerfield should play low to mid 20s minutes, and you just don't know about Bantam. I personally am playing Bantam. Just because she's by far the best value on the board if she starts. And I'm just taking a risk because I just don't see why they wouldn't start Carter last night and then they're going to start her tonight. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. So if they do, I'll have to make some pivots. I do have quite a bit of exposure to the late game, so I'm not super worried about it either way. I have 4 players playing in the later game. So Mack or Clark, I would probably lean Alicia Clark just because she's going to play more. Like I'm expecting her to play like high teens, low 20s minutes, where Mack's probably only going to play 10 to 12 unless BG gets in foul trouble. All right, we finally got the Sparks lineup a minute before lock. It's the same starters as last slate. Dangerfield still starting. But I would go Clark over Mack. I don't mind Izzy. I think the price is fine, but like her minutes fluctuate. If she gets out there and hits her shot, she may play a little bit more. Does Asia have an 80-point game in her today? I don't know if she can get 80. The most I've ever seen her get was like 77. So I mean, I wouldn't put anything past her though. So, and this is a spot. Like if the game stays competitive and she plays 35 minutes, wouldn't shock me whatsoever to see her push 70 again. Let's see some ownership. If Asia scores 80, you probably are. Like, that's wild. But I just need Rakia Jackson to put up like 25. Like 25, that's all I ask. Like, I'm not asking for a crazy amount. Just 25 points and keep me in like the top 3, top 5. All right, let's look here. I played Jackie Young, Asia Wilson out of this first game. I did not play any Sparks. Jackie Young, 14%. I love that. And Asia Wilson, 80%. So people finally realized like they need to play Asia Wilson. Obviously, on a 2-game slate, you should just play Asia Wilson and figure it out. But I'm surprised by Jackie Young's ownership. That's pretty low, even though she's not been the best lately. Like, this is just such a good matchup. Tiffany Hayes, 7%. I really like that. Talbot, 11%. Let's see here. Azura Stevens, 13%. That's not bad either. Looks like a lot of people are saving spots for that late game. Wnba, 27%. That's pretty nice. That's not bad. Zaya Cook, 1%. Like, she's going to DNP. I don't know why people played her. Let's see here. Kia Nurse, 11%. Dangerfield, 23%. So some people went Dangerfield. Stevens, we mentioned Zura. Yeah, let's see. I appreciate it. I appreciate that a lot. We're still on the road to 500 subs, getting closer every day. Getting closer. Videos are doing really well. Been an awesome start to the second half of the season. I mean, Friday night was incredible. We had like crazy takedowns left and right on pretty much every site. And then yesterday, I split first on the showdown slate. We had a guy in the Discord, one of my real life buddies. It's been crazy. The starts of the second half's been absolutely nuts. played Gray in Asia. I actually like the Gray play. I'm sure she's lower owned, and she had by far her best game of the season here against New York. So I don't mind that. She stuffs the stat sheet. I just worry about her minutes a little bit. We're getting there slowly but surely. I appreciate that though. Stokes 9%. I like that. Her minutes ticked back up this last game, so we'll see where they end up at. Plum 20%. So Plum and Jackie Young both sub 20% on a 2-game slate, facing a team that does not play defense. So, well, Plum has already hit a 3, and Chelsea Gray's already got a steal and an assist. So starting out hot, but that's going to do it for me, guys. No games tomorrow. They already have the contest up on Draftkings for Tuesday. So I will have a YouTube video out tomorrow for that slate, and we'll get right back on it. So good luck to everybody, and I hope to see some people at the top if I'm not there. See you guys.